Hello, it's good to see you. It is the Monday inspirational video for the Uplift, Inspire, and Empower Soul community. So excited you could join us today. And today we're going to talk about fears. And many of us want to step into something new or something different, or maybe even get out of current careers or relationships, or maybe you want to travel. Maybe you just want to do something that you're not used to doing. And so there's that bit of fear or doubt that comes up. So that's what we're going to discuss today. So let's get started. In this life, we have the ability and are surrounded by a lot of fear. You can watch the news or even on social media. And what is being called for at this time is to start to choose a different way. If we want our lives to shift, if we want our lives to transform, then we must realize that we can't keep repeating the same cycles and expect things to shift. We can't keep reacting in the same way to situations and expect change to happen. So we must shift our views. We must shift our thoughts, our beliefs, our perspectives, our emotions, the way we show up in the world. So let's say you want to do something that causes a little bit of fear inside of you. Maybe you want to start your own business or take a new job or go into a new relationship. Or maybe even you could feel yourself leveling up into those things. And some things need to fall away, like you need to be able to say no to some commitments that have been made over the past that are no longer serving you and you're not able to do now that you're stepping into this new role. Or you need to say no to some relationships that you've been holding on to, or you need to say no to the current role. Whatever that is for you, just recognize and realize, and I'm sure it's coming up in your mind right now, like whatever it is coming up for you now. And just let it be there and see it and see this as an opportunity for growth, as an opportunity for expansion, and as something that you can choose to do to become more you. Now, first, before we get into fears, let us understand that when we take aligned action with our soul, when we take steps to align with our soul, all we're doing is becoming more of ourselves. And we are letting go of the things around us and in around us that no longer serve us. And so, how do we know if it's in alignment? So this is a discussion and a decision that you can make within yourself. And if you need clarity and guidance, ask for clarity and guidance and you'll be shown the way. However, in us, we could feel when things are off, if you will. Now, if you're going to do something and there's this part of you that really wants to do it, check in with the parts that don't. Check in with the fear and the doubt and the criticism. Check in with those parts. Because these parts of us that many just want to overcome and ignore and suppress and let go and just stop staying in my way. Why are you trying to self-sabotage me? All of these ways to ignore the parts of us, they're calling out for help, and they're also trying to protect us in some way. Now, something may have happened when we were younger or at another time, and those parts learned that if I behave, if a situation comes in like this, then I must behave like this to keep myself safe. So as an example, if a big opportunity comes up and there's a part of me that wants to do it, but there's another part that doesn't really want to do it, then I'm not going to prepare fully for it. And so I'll have a little bit of an excuse if it doesn't go well. Those are the types of things that those underlying fears can hide under and sabotage, do that self-sabotage. So what we want to do is we want to bring it to the surface. We want to see them for what they are, parts of us that are working to protect us. So when we are making a decision, and I'm just going to go ahead and take this into a meditative state. This is like a guided visualization, if you will. So get out a piece of paper and a pen. Get comfortable. and relax. And what I invite you to do is to think about the situation, just to bring it to your mind's eye, and allow yourself to feel the joy that it would bring to either bring in or let go of whatever it is that you want to create in your life. Maybe you're letting go, so you're creating healthier boundaries. Maybe you're calling in something new. Whatever it is, notice what it is. And now I just want you to see it. I want you to see it as though you are looking at it on a movie screen. And just watch it. Watch it on a movie screen. Watch the situation occur. And feel, see, sense, or imagine that you could see yourself desiring and wanting this position. And feel, see, sense, and imagine that you could also see yourself living in old habits and cycles and patterns that are keeping you from moving forward. And just notice what you notice. There's no need to judge. Judgment is just love the judgment. Just let it pass through. Not necessary for us to judge ourselves. This is a place of unconditional love, of allowing ourselves to be loved at every single level. And then, as you see that, just get curious about those, maybe they're fears, maybe they show up as thoughts or emotions or situations that continue to percolate in our lives, keeping you from taking that next step, or you take that next step, but there's difficulty and challenges. And sometimes that's what's necessary, and sometimes it's not. So just notice and recognize. And then just start to get curious. What does this part of me need? This part that is scared. How is it calling out for help? What does it need? What else does it want to do? How can I love this part of me? How can I honor this part of me and set it free so that I could step into me? So that I could be more me. And when you're done, you can pause this video and just write, let it all out. What did you see? What did you notice? What did you hear? What did you feel? What did you sense? And just write it all out. All right? So my personal belief and opinion is that we don't overcome fear, that we don't suppress it, that we don't push it away. But yet we understand it and we work through it. Now, there are times that we're just going to show up in life and take that leap of faith, and that there will be fears that come along the way. But answering the call of our soul, doing the things that it takes to become more you, to live a life more in alignment with who you are, who you will ever be in this moment, which is exactly who you need to be. It takes courage. It takes courage to be you. And it takes courage to be ourselves because we've been trained and conditioned that we need to be someone else in order to be happy or worthy or have value or be deserving. And so I'll finish today with, let's not let our fears stand in the way of our worthiness, of our deservingness, of our enoughness. For you are worthy and deserving and valued and enough, just as you are right here in this moment. Have a wonderful day.